Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Neymar, as Barca president Joan Laporta have insisted and told Xavi that Neymar must come to Barcelona if they don't succeed in Bernardo Silva. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Sergio Dest, as the Barca outcast defender has several offers from the MLS, but he wants to stay in Europe. We are also going to be discussing on that. So as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. It is no secret that FC Barca are facing numerous obstacles in their bid to sign Bernardo Silva, who was identified as an ideal replacement for outgoing Dembele, as Ousmane Dembele moves so close to joining Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona have grown so desperate in the market to sign a new attacker. In the midst of this uncertainty, how one of Barca's former stars, Neymar Jr., has offered himself to Barcelona yet again. Neymar's love-hate relationship with the club goes a long way back. Ever since his move to Paris Saint-Germain in 2017, the Brazilian has been linked with a return in some capacity each year. This time around, Neymar has again offered himself to Barcelona once again. President Joan Laporta even likes the idea of bringing back Neymar to the club, according to Gerard Romero. However, Romero points out that Barca coach Xavi Hernandez has doubts a lot about re-signing Neymar. The player, after all, has suffered numerous injuries during his time at PSG. At the age of 31, he is also entering the final phase of his career, though his record at Paris Saint-Germain has been nothing short of extraordinary. Despite the manager's reluctance, Barca have yet to completely rule out the return of Neymar in the ongoing summer transfer window. Gerard Romero suggests that the Brazilian international has shown the desire to settle for a salary cut in order to accommodate himself to Barca's current salary structure. It appears the former Santos man wants to join Barcelona on a loan, which could make a world of sense for both parties involved. One individual could play a vital role in making this happen is Pini Zahavi, who is Neymar's agent. Pini Zahavi, who also represents Robert Lewandowski, is working on offering Barca a deal to sign Neymar on loan. The super agent has previously played a key role in helping the club signing Robert Lewandowski last season, but it remains to be seen whether or not he can engineer Neymar's return to Spotify Camp Nou. As I've said it many times, I think it would be a great idea if Neymar were to return if we don't succeed in the Bernardo Silva's situation, which looks like we won't succeed because how expensive is Bernardo Silva that we can't ever reach the valuation given the tight finances. And of course, Neymar looks like the best alternative for me as well as President Joan Laporta. And honestly, I think Neymar still have that quality that majority of our wingers don't have. So I don't see a reason why the Xavi Hernandez and his coaching staff are not of the idea of bringing the former Barca man back to his former stomping ground. And this is not the first time we have been talking about Neymar links. It seems as though every year Neymar continues to dream of playing back for Barcelona. And it is something that, it's not too quite surprising because Neymar was a huge impact when he was playing at Barca, and he enjoyed every second during his time playing for the Red and Blues. Since his move to PSG back in 2017, Neymar have had a series of injuries that have really, brought his career down. And it is really crazy, honestly, that Neymar, by the PSG fans, they don't see him as anything. And it's really frustrating that the player have not had that value from the PSG fans. And he feels frustrated. And also coupled with the fact that Messi, who is one of his best friends, have left for Inter Miami. Neymar looks now like he's just there, just idle. Kylian Mbappe does not even feature again for the squad. As PSG have said they will not be playing Kylian Mbappe again due to their ongoing standoff with the two parties about the player's future. So Neymar right now feels so isolated, and a move away from PSG is what he really intends to do. He really wants it to happen because this is his seventh season and he feels really, really frustrated. He feels really, really frustrated. So will Barca try and see if they can bring Neymar back? Because the idea now is possibility is more for a loan. Because if they want to go for a permanent, it's going to be quite expensive, let alone the salary that Neymar would demand. But even though they are saying that Neymar, in terms of salary, he is well prepared to take a salary cut in order to join Barca. As I said earlier, I think he loves Barca. He's still a big Barca fan, but conditions just made him to leave Barca that 6 years ago. And I definitely think that he is open to do some sacrifices in order to leave that living hell he has there over with PSG, because his life right now looks like a living hell. So I think for me, Neymar coming to Barca makes a world of sense, especially for a loan move. And Pini Zahavi, who is agent with who's agent of Neymar and also an agent of Lewandowski, is close to Laporta. They have a good relationship, and I think that could still help us bring Neymar back. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona are looking to get rid of their unwanted stars at the earliest possible and seem to be making some progress towards that, with Frank Kessié close to joining Al Ahly, while talks are ongoing with Tottenham for Clement Lenglet. However, things are proving much harder when it comes to the situation of out-of-era defender Sergio Dest. Dest spent last season away at AC Milan on loan, but endured a torrid spell during which he hardly played. Now back at Barca, Dest was very poor during pre-season friendlies, and as such there is no place for him in Xavi's plans. There has been a lack of interested parties in the former Ajax defender so far, which has been a major concern for Barca. Now, however, according to Ferran Martinez of Mundo Deportivo, Dest has suitors from his homeland in the USA, where MLS clubs are interested in signing him. But the right back does not wish to return to the US and prefers to continue in Europe, and as such he is prepared to wait until the end of the summer transfer window for an offer that attracts him. Given the situation, Barca are fast losing hope that they can offload Dest permanently and get their desired 10 million fee for him. Instead, the 22-year-old could yet again be loaned out by the La Liga champions. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.